There is a place in Germany where an entire Roman city once stood. Not ruins hidden underground, but a place you can actually walk through. Streets, houses, temples, even an amphitheatre where gladiators once fought. And the strange part is, it doesn't feel like history is gone. It feels like it's still here, just quieter. Today we're going to explore this place together, slowly, without rushing. Because some places are not meant to be explained quickly. They are meant to be experienced. Hey everyone, welcome back to Life in Moments. Today we're in Xanten, a place where Roman history meets the present, and where an entire ancient city has been brought back to life. Getting here was already interesting. The place was much busier than I expected. Every parking area I passed was completely full. I had to keep driving, checking one parking after another. And only on the third one, I finally found a spot. But the moment you step inside, everything changes. The space opens up, the noise disappears, and it suddenly feels calm. This place is called Colonia Ulpia Traiana, a real Roman city that existed here almost 2,000 years ago. At that time, this was not a remote location. It was part of the Roman Empire, a functioning city with streets, infrastructure, trade, and everyday life. And what makes this place special is that it's not just ruins. Many parts have been carefully reconstructed. So instead of imagining the past, you can actually walk through it. And now, let's explore some of the most interesting places in this park. Take your time, stay until the end. It's definitely worth it. Because later, I'll show you the amphitheatre, a place similar to the Colosseum in Rome, where gladiator fights once took place. Stay with me, and let's take a look at how the Romans lived. These reconstructed houses show how people actually lived here. Not emperors, not generals, just ordinary citizens. The layout is simple, but thoughtful. Rooms arranged around a courtyard, designed for light, air, and daily routines. When you walk through these spaces, it feels surprisingly familiar. Maybe not that different from today. What do you think? Does this feel ancient to you or strangely modern? The Roman baths, or Thermae, were not just about washing. They were social spaces. People came here to relax, talk, and spend time together. Different rooms had different temperatures: cold, warm, and hot. Not far from here, you can see the remains of the Harbour Temple. Tall columns rising into the sky, even in ruins, they feel powerful. This was likely a place of worship, connected to the harbour and trade routes. Structures like this remind you how important symbolism and belief were in Roman life. And even now, centuries later, the scale still speaks for itself. One more thing that deserves attention here is the defensive system of the city. Massive walls, towers, and earth ramparts once surrounded the entire settlement. In front of them, there were ditches, creating an additional layer of protection. All of this was built not just for structure, but for defense, to protect the city and the people who lived here. And here we're approaching the LVR-RömerMuseum, the main museum of the park. This is an indoor space built over the original archaeological site. Inside the museum, the experience becomes more detailed. Here, you can see original artifacts found during excavations. Tools, objects, fragments of buildings, real pieces of the past. What I found interesting is that the museum is built directly over the archaeological site, which means that beneath you, the original city still exists, layered under everything you see. And now, we've reached one of the most fascinating places in this park, the amphitheatre, a place that once was anything but quiet. This arena was built for spectacle, for thousands of people gathering to watch something intense, dramatic, and often brutal. Gladiators stepped into this space knowing that every fight could be their last. It wasn't just about strength, but about endurance, skill, and fate. These fights were more than entertainment. They were part of the culture, a reflection of a time where courage and risk were part of everyday life. Today it feels completely different, calm, empty, almost peaceful. But somehow, the space still holds that history. So yeah, this place turned out to be much more interesting than I expected. It's not just about history, it's about how naturally everything is presented here. You're not overwhelmed, you're not rushed. You just walk, explore, and slowly understand what this place was. And I think that's what makes it special. If you ever find yourself in this part of Germany, Xanten is definitely worth a visit. And now I'm curious, what part of this place did you like the most? The amphitheatre, the houses, the museum, or just the overall atmosphere? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy this kind of content, slow, atmospheric, and focused on real places, you can support the channel with a like and a subscription. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep making more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Names erased.